Thank you, Dr. Morissette, Board of Trustees, Interim President Derek Bannon. Thank you, college faculty, administration, and staff. Thank you, friends, family, and thank you, Bay State College's class of 2023. Look at this room filled with so many beautiful people, beautiful students, the beaming smiles, the curiosity. What is this woman going to say today? Well, let's start right there. What on earth am I doing here? Me, a Malawian woman who came to America with very little, a woman who struggles with imposter syndrome, constantly thinking that college has made a mistake to accept me in America. They'll think I'm a fraud, I often thought to myself. But I get it. I am now someone who gives graduation commencement speeches. Wow, so unreal, it's so surreal to me. But it is truly, thank you. It is truly an honor, Bay State College, for me to share a few words with the class of 2023. Words that all of you can think about as you end one chapter and start a new journey ahead. So please do me a favor. Think with me for a second. Think about all the hard work that you've done. Think about commuting to school. Think about all the tests and the assignments, the due dates that you've had to meet. And think about pursuing an education during a pandemic. Think about transitioning into in-person classes after getting used to learning remotely. Yes, you know those precious days when you would dress up professionally above and wear pajama pants at the bottom? Those days. Indeed, you have worked hard and you have made it. But they say when you work your way to the top of one mountain, you suddenly realize that you're standing at the bottom of another mountain. You have to keep climbing, and oh, the excitement of anticipating a new adventure ahead. This is where you are. So before I continue, I just want to take the time to acknowledge the road you have just traveled before I get you excited about the road ahead. I may not be Bay State College's alumna, but I taught here 6 years. And it is a place that opened me up to be the versatile person that I am today, the author, the actress, the educator, the mentor. But who are you guys might ask? And why did Bay State College choose you to give this speech, you might ask? This is the part where my ancestors talk to me, you know, just like the movie Black Panther. Have you guys seen it? Black Panther? Yeah. You know when King T'Challa's mother tells him to reveal his authentic, brave, strong self, and she goes, "Show them who you are." Remember that part? Yep, my ancestors are telling me that right now. Show them who you are. But only as a means to encourage you, to motivate you through the details that I share of my life, to keep striving for what you want. So as I tell my story, I want you guys to think about what you want in life. I want you to think about how you want to feel when you attain that thing that you want. Then I want you to think about who you need to be in order to make your wishes and your dreams come true. So in order for me to show you who I am, I would like to begin by saying I am a woman from Malawi, Africa, who came to America for educational purposes. My parents wanted me to have the best education, so at 17 years old, they sent me off to America, alone. I wanted to be a movie actress. Yep, that's the life that I wanted to choose. But instead, I fought other battles that emerged with the life that chose me. Mostly financial battles. And I'm sure that you've had your fair share of battles too as you're pursuing your education. Another interesting fact, as a kid, I was terrible at one subject, English. Oh, I couldn't write to save my life. Now, wait a minute. How does an African girl who couldn't write come to America and transform into an English professor and a twice published author, you might ask? I'll give you the answer. Heart. We are all born with something in our hearts, something that faces adversities and doesn't give up, if we listen to it. Since the tender age of 9, I went to high school away from my family, and I learned how to take care of myself in boarding school. So by the time I moved to America, I was ready to build my life from scratch because I had done it before. When I was in college at Quincy College, UMass Boston, and Brown University, I had this habit of helping my peers with their writing. And to be honest, a huge part of that was me confronting that I once wasn't good at writing. Before I knew it, I was hired as a writing tutor. I became a professor, and Bay State College was one of the first 3 institutions to say yes to my calling as a professor. And oh my, the girl who could not write grew up to be the woman who now teaches writing. The girl who could not write grew up to be the woman who now publishes books. Let me ask you something. What if the things you find impossible today are the things that will come alive and give your life purpose tomorrow? This class of 2023 is what could happen to you. This is why it's exciting to have this adventure ahead. William Shakespeare said it too. We know what we are, but not what we may be. You, class of 2023, are at a crossroads, the moment where you choose a path that will lead you to being somebody who you may or may not imagine. That's the adventure ahead. And that thing in your heart, that thing that wakes you up every day, that thing that tells you to try again, that thing that tells you to hang on and dare to dream, is probably waiting for you to say yes. Because only when you open yourself up to possibilities will your purpose find you. Are you ready to be found in the class of 2023? Show them who you are, your ancestors, a whisper to you. Bay State College will always be where I was given the opportunity to teach new courses. I was developing new courses, building online classes, teaching drama that helped me channel my theatrical skills as I helped students find ways to express themselves. Because of Bay State College, I would attain this immigration status called extraordinary alien. Yeah, extraordinary alien. That's like an award that's usually given to stars, to athletes. So I guess that meant I was the LeBron James or the Jason Tatum of teaching, something like that. Simply put, it meant that I added something remarkable to the American educational system. I am grateful that somebody somewhere thought that I had something to give. And let me tell you something. I believe that you do too. Again, it takes heart and effort to get to where we are. But the people you surround yourselves with, your teachers, your advisors, your mentors, they help to activate that part of your heart. Today, I want you to remember your families, your partners, your friends. Remember all the people that helped you to come here to be where you are today. And I will always remember Bay State College as a place that helped me that way. It will live fondly in my heart for that reason. So class 2023, you are here for a reason. Achievement is wonderful when we know why you're doing what you're doing. Find your why. Find out how to get that unnameable thing in your heart to help you find your path. When you do find that path, I urge you to dare to dream, to dare to take up space, to dare to show up as your full self, to dare to show the world who you are. And in closing, I would like to share a spoken word poem, which I wrote especially for you. Feel free to clap, snap, and enjoy these words. The thing in your heart. Today we end where we once began, coming full circle to the question is a classroom, but a place that gives us time to wonder, time to subscribe to words and worlds that we travel. Eyes wide open, we consume knowledge, knowing the philosophy that when the student is ready, the teacher will arrive. We carry unspoken ideas, minds so swollen, they pound precisely because we perceive like a mental pregnancy ready to pop. We wait for others to witness how we wrestle with meaning, grappling with groundbreaking ideas like Galileo wrestled on God's watch. My metaphors parade on runways, fashion forward, figurative language flows, flaunting legacies, and I hear you, class of 2023. You have done the work. You have harnessed effort. And I stand here piercing minds with sharp sentences, cutting beyond premature principles, fickle philosophies I cut beyond to cultivate a clear curriculum that carries forth concepts that actually speak to students. I mean, hello? Can we not suck the reality out of education? What is a classroom? It is a space where educators enlighten, energize, and elevate those with eyes to see and ears to hear. A space where I introduce students to their voices. My bars bounce so hard on bare hearts that beat so fast for a better world. I stand here speaking facts through rhymes that move mountains. Even Drake would step aside and whisper to Taylor so swiftly that this educator is on fire. Beyonce would call me alien superstar. Because this immigrant traveled too far to speak the unspoken. So faculty, staff, it is your turn to take notes because this class has built promises for this future. This class sits steady in seats they will miss, reminiscing about sudden interest in subjects so deep. Somebody please have a dream like Martin Luther King. Will never be silenced. Your voices, like mine, will activate hearts. Heck, some of you will even give the law to dreams once deferred. So when school is out and we reflect on what a classroom is, we say it creates time. A time to think, a time to act. School is out. Today, we end where we once began. And it's time to listen to that thing in your heart. Class of 2023, go out there and show the world who you are. Thank you.